What makes fashion so important? It's pretty much my foundation. As a kid, it was prohibited in my home by my dad. Being a creative being, it helped me to express what I feel. It shapes society. It's the understanding of what's comfortable, stylish, elegant, also tasteful, but yet appropriate. Most importantly, it allows me to compose a platform for different elements of men's lifestyle. Fashion is not a job to me, it's joyful. I get to interpret some of the founders of Americans menswear. Guys like Bill Blass, Don Robbie, Jeffrey Bennett, Perry Ellis. These guys created a stage. These guys created a stage for us many years ago, for us to follow.
My name is Joseph Bethune. I grew up in the South Bronx, in a 5-bedroom apartment with 14 siblings, including my mom and dad, so they're 17. Got into fashion roughly when I was around 11. My mother would make my sister's dresses, and my dad was a motorcycle mechanic. So the living room was set up as a motorcycle shop for him to do his work. This is how he would feed the family. Of course, he did window washing, but predominantly it was being a motorcycle mechanic. So, in the evening, I would hold the light for him so he can see what he was doing in terms, while he was fixing the bike. While holding the light for him, I would kind of turn to face my mother because I felt, I was amazed by the finished product. That's what I fell in love with. How she would start with nothing and, with just papers and fabric. And when she was finished, she would have a finished product. That's what grabbed my attention. At nighttime, I would get on the sewing machine, make a huge mess. I thought I was doing something impeccable at the time. And she got aggravated with me. She took me to the thrift shop one day. And, I got a pair of jeans. She showed me how to take it apart with a seam ripper. After doing that for a bit, she showed me how to, reassemble it back together. I just kept doing it until it made sense to me. By the time I was 15, 16, I was reconstructing clothes for my peers. As I got older, I started actually making a lot of my own denim jeans, clothes, so on and so forth. To get a better understanding of how the business went, because I never went to school, I was basically taught by my mom. I started interning for different designers. I started out with Rockaware. From Rockaware, I went to Anton Leather. After Anton Leather, I went with Terry Corbin. With these three fashion companies I interned for, I got a better understanding of how things work with fashion. It's one thing to learn how to sew, but if you sit behind a desk all day, you can lose what's actually taking place in front of you. So I learned different things interning from each fashion house. I learned amazing things and got a better fundamental understanding of how fashion works.
Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in the peaceful dreams I see, the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, oh, Georgia.
The line that I have now, which I'll show you a bit more of it in a minute, is called Bethune Brothers. Bethune Brothers is, the name Bethune is my last name. It's very dear to me. It's my story. It's who I am. With this, I can compose it through fashion. Bethune Brothers, of course, the name, I want to get my brothers involved with this. I think I'm over talking. Wanting to get my brothers with the line, with the clothing line. Bethune Brothers it's basically military tailor with a workman aesthetic. The workman aspect of Bethune Brothers comes from who my dad is. He was a motorcycle mechanic, a window washer as well. Again, it's very dear to me. I wanted to include that into what Bethune Brothers is. Last year, I showcased my 2012 Spring Summer with Harlem Fashion Row. Harlem Fashion Row provides an amazing platform for black designers in the inner city. By doing that, they also taught me how to structure my line, how to brand my line, which is very important, and just sharpen my blade, sharpen my skills.
It was where everyone could see he belonged to someone, but not me. On his head was a plain gold band. Plain gold ring had a story to tell. It was one.
Cover most of the things I want to say. Try to get the picture out.
In my heart, it will never be sprayed.
Settle down. Listen.
Long as you
Why do you think I'm here? Me and thousands of other guys. We're being trained to fight.
Others may be agitated with marked anxiety attacks. Some in this.
I can't stop these teardrops of mine.
It's beautiful.
I'm gonna live here till the end of time.
There's some good-looking guys, by the way. They look great.
Plain gold ring has but one thing to say. I'll remember till my dying day. In my heart, it will never be sprayed. Long as you wear
Hey, Joe. Let me tuck my stomach in real quick. I want to look slim on this shot. Man, I'm feeling fantastic. I'm feeling good. I'm thinking about the fall. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm over Springerburg. I love the clothes. It speaks for itself. Everybody loves it. It's a beautiful representation of what we stand for. So the next step is fall. Next up is fall, baby. We'll see it when we fall. You know, I can't, it goes without saying, man. You know, I want to thank everybody for coming out. It's been a blast. It's been a journey, I think. So, thank you. And I look forward to bringing everyone with me on the next journey. It's been real, y'all.